Hey, Yugioh. I guess I could try it again. Good morning, it is Saturday and it's time for Yu-Gi-Oh! I just woke up because yesterday was my birthday party. It's 10:30 and I need to be at the store in like half an hour, 45 minutes. So I'm just recording this real quick. I'm having breakfast with the food that was left over yesterday from the barbecue here. A very healthy breakfast. So I'm just gonna get some food in me and get ready. And while I do that, here's some footage from yesterday's birthday party because I think you're gonna enjoy that. Alright, I changed, I put on a cap because my hair is a mess and I didn't feel like washing it today. And I ate my breakfast that you saw earlier and now I'm super ready and excited to play some more Yu-Gi-Oh! So let's go! So I'm a smart person and I forgot my deck at home. So now I can go drive back home, pick up my deck and go back to the store. I was already at the store. I have the deck and now let's get to the store again. It's really nice out today. So update number 2. There was no Yu-Gi-Oh! Tournament. Apparently a new Magic booster came out and they had an impromptu Magic tournament and cancelled the Yu-Gi-Oh! Tournament. And I didn't get informed because they didn't have my contact data, obviously. But there were still some people there and I could get some practice matches in. I also borrowed a couple of cards, namely I borrowed 3 Ash Blossoms and 2 Caught by the Grave because I wanted to try them out. And we still played with the tournament time rules, so we only played for 40 minutes so I could get some tournament practice in. So these are the games you will see now. Those are, as I said, not official tournament games, but they're practice games against some higher tier decks so I can learn how they work. Now, let's get into those games. In game 1 he wins the dice roll and he decides to go first. He plays Sky Striker Ace and then links into Shizuku. After that he plays Mystic Mine and passes turn. On my standby phase he flips There Can Only Be One, which will be a huge hassle later. I play Scrap Recycler and search for the Scrap Searcher in the graveyard. After that I special summon Scrap Orthos, but its effect gets negated by Mystic Mine. So I use Scrap Storm to destroy it and put 1 card in the graveyard, which is Scrap Goblin. I also forget to draw a card here, so this is a huge misplay. I link into Nightmare Phoenix, discard 1 card to destroy his Mystic Mine and attack his monster. He gets back his Ray on the field, which special summons Shizuku, and this searches for an Area 0. On his turn he activates Area 0, which reveals 3 cards and gets him 1 on the hand. He gets Shark Cannon. After that he activates Hornet Drones, which gets him a token that he links together with his monster into Sky Striker Zeke. He uses Zeke's effect to banish my Nightmare Phoenix attacks and then passes turn. I set 1 card and pass right back. He activates Reinforcement of the Army, but I decide to Ash Blossom it. Next he uses Area 0's effect again and gets Afterburners. Then he attacks my face down card, which is Scrap Mind Reader, and I get Scrap Searcher back through its effect. After that he ends his turn. I tribute summon Scrap Golem and get back my Scrap Orthos, to which he chains Metaverse and gets Mystic Mine on the field. I synchro into Scrap Twin Dragon, destroy my back row and bounce his monster and 1 of his back row cards, to which Ray gets summoned back to the field. Ray's effect summons Kaina, which stops my Scrap Twin Dragon from attacking, and in the end phase Mystic Mine gets destroyed. He links into Kagari, which gets him his Ray back to his hand. He then uses Shark Cannon to summon my Orthos, then summons his Ray and uses both those monsters to summon Utopia double. He gets Double or Nothing, then summons Utopia, attacks, negates his own attack and then uses Double or Nothing to run over my dragon with 10,000 damage and kills me.
Now that's a lot of damage!
On to game 2.
Round 2.
Game 2 I go first, and I start by revealing Jackalope and using all my cards to make him discard 1. He discards my Solemn Judgment, which I honestly should have said, and next I special summon Jackalope. I draw 1 card and normal summon Scrap Searcher, then link both of them into Scrap Wyvern. Wyvern's effect gets me back Searcher and destroys it, which special summons Scrap Golem, and Scrap Golem gets me back Searcher again. Lastly, I set 1 card and pass to him. He starts by activating Area 0 and getting a Shark Cannon from it. Next he plays Set Rotation and puts a field spell card on both of our sides. Then he activates Jamming Waves, destroys my back row and my Scrap Golem. After that he activates Mystic Mine. He has Metamorphose Fusion in the graveyard, so he shuffles it into his deck to draw a card. He then activates Foolish Burial Goods, gets Metamorphose Fusion back in the graveyard, sets 2 cards and then passes back to me. The next few rounds nothing happens.
1 eternity later.
After a long time he finally draws a monster and summons his Ray. After that he activates Area 0, but I negate it with Ash Blossom. After that he activates Multi-Roll, which prevents me from responding to anything. He then uses Metamorphose Fusion in the grave, draws a card, summons Kagari and gets Jamming Waves, which he then activates. He destroys my set Miracle Fusion and my Scrap Wyvern, then uses Shark Cannon to get back my Scrap Wyvern. He normal summons Ash Blossom and then links all monsters into Topologic Bomber Dragon, equips it with Hercules base and attacks my monster. On my turn I use Terraforming to get Scrap Factory on the field. I then use my set monster REBORN to get back my Scrap Golem, and then I special summon Scrap Orthos through its effect and it gets destroyed, which triggers Scrap Factory, which gets me another Scrap Golem on the field. He activates There Can Only Be One, but I negate it. Then I get back my Scrap Orthos with my Golem and synchro it into Twin Dragon. From there I use Scrap Chimera to get back my Orthos and link it into Scrap Wyvern. I'm almost at full combo and get ready to OTK him, but then the worst happens.
It's time to stop.
Time has run out and I lose because of Solemn Judgment. I lose the dice roll again, so he goes first. He starts by playing Magic Meltdown and gets an Alistair to his hand, which he then normal summons. Through its effect he gets Invocation to his hand and then links into Almirage. From there he links into Secure Gardener and then plays Invocation to summon Invoked Mekaba. He uses Invocation's second effect to shuffle into the deck and get Alistair back to his hand, then uses another Invocation to get El Shaddol Winda on the field. He also gets Shadow Fusion to his hand. After that he ends his turn and passes to me. I start with playing a Scrap Factory and then just set 1 card before I pass back to him. He plays another Magic Meltdown, gets another Alistair to his hand, which he then normal summons. From that he gets another Invocation, he activates his Invocation, uses 2 Alistairs as material and gets Invoked Kaliga. He uses Invocation's second effect, then goes to battle phase and attacks my Vesta monster. At this point I realize it's pretty much over, so we go to game 2.
Round 2. Fight.
I start game 2 with Scrap Recycler and get Jet Synchron in the graveyard, then I discard Mecha Phantom Beast and get Jet Synchron as well as a token on the field and link both of them into the Scrap Wyvern. Scrap Wyvern gets Scrap Recycler and then special summons Golem. Golem then special summons back Scrap Recycler, which gets me a Scrap Searcher, and I make a mistake here and put it on the field. Then I synchro my 3 monsters into Scrap Twin Dragon and pass to him. He starts with Super Polymerization and uses both of my monsters as material and fusions them into Mud Dragon. After that he uses Magic Meltdown, which I negate with Ash Blossom, but he has Invocation anyway, so he uses it to fusion summon Shaddol Winda. Through Winda's material monsters he gets Shaddol Fusion to his hand, and he then uses it and uses monsters from his hand and his deck to special summon El Shaddol Construct. Then he removes 3 cards from my graveyard, and then he goes to battle phase and attacks first my Wyvern and then me directly. In my turn I play Instant Fusion for 1000 with Rick to take his Winda, but Mud Dragon negates that, so I can only take his Construct, so I set 2 and pass.
A few moments later.
On his turn he can clear my board pretty easy, so I realize it's over and I scoop it up. And there you have it, the games for this week. I actually lost both of them for very obvious reasons. First of all, I made some very bad misplays. And second of all, I need to work with my time management, because I knew 2 minutes before time ended that it was gonna be ending, and I still took way too long to get all the combos out, especially because I could have just switched to battle phase. Like I could have tributed my searcher for scrap Twin Dragon, bounce his cards and attack him for more than 4000 damage, and I would have just won the game. But instead I wanted to do the full combo and kill him, which is completely pointless with the time ruling, but what can you do? I really enjoyed playing those games, and especially enjoyed seeing the power of those higher tier decks, especially the Invoked Shadow deck, which was something completely different. I had literally nothing I could do against it, and it was really interesting to see how it worked out and how it all came together. Next week I hope there will be a tournament again. Originally I wasn't gonna be there next week because I had another appointment that I had to go to, but that got cancelled, so I have the opportunity to probably go to the tournament next week, and hopefully it will not get cancelled again like this week. This week was kind of cursed, it seems, because there was a lot of things going wrong, and I also didn't play really well, so let's hope we can improve from that. If you enjoyed this video, please feel free to like, subscribe and hit the bell button, and also tell me in the comments down below how you think I could improve my gameplay or how you liked the video. That's it for this week, and until next time, have a nice day!